Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Friday, February 22nd, 2019. I'm Linn, the Lightworker, and I'm so glad you stopped by. So let's jump right into the cards today. Our first card is starting off with the Denis Linn deck, and it is this Wandering Path card. And I know this has come up recently, and it's a powerful reminder. It says, enjoy the journey. But essentially, this card is a reminder that you have an idea of how you're going to go or how you're going on your journey, and you have a pretty good idea of where your focus is. And yet see this fox there, this sly little fox? Fox's spirit coming through as a fox and saying, I've got something else in mind. I've got a different path. I'm going to throw you a curveball. I'm going to go over here. I want to go shopping. I want to do this. I want to do that. And so you end up meandering a little bit on your path rather than focus directly on start and get to your goal. And Spirit does this for a lot of reasons, and usually it's for your highest good and for your greatest growth, and to help you focus in and experience life in the present rather than focusing on the destination. So I asked Spirit for a little bit more information about this. And I received this Tower card again. I know we've received it several times in the past few weeks. And this is the card of the reminder that when we make these major and dramatic and reaffirming life changes, it can shake up our whole foundation, and it may feel like the walls are crumbling all around you. And it's part of your own making, and it's to help find to keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into your growth, into your spiritual growth. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to fall down with this. This doesn't mean that you're falling. It just means that some of these structures or some of these behaviors, I'm hearing the word routine, some of the routines you've been using just don't serve you anymore. So pay attention to what feels like who you are now or who you want to be, who you're growing into, and notice where these things are falling down around you. This could be certainly in a work environment, in a home, in a primary relationship, and it can show up in a lot of ways. And it can be parts of ourselves that we're ready to shed so that we can move forward and keep deepening our growth as we're moving on this wandering path, as we're going from here to there, meandering a little bit. I hear meander a lot, but it says to enjoy that. So these cards kind of balance themselves out. I mean, there's just like this kind gentleness with this fox image on the wandering path, and this, you know, I keep hearing voo, voo, voo. It's those lightning strikes that are coming down, these bolts that are coming down. And you may be getting a lot of epiphanies right now, a lot of information, a lot of insight, but it may not be time to implement the information that you're receiving. So just pay attention, notice what structures are working around you and what is supporting you and what is no longer supporting you. So I asked Spirit, I said, hey Spirit, how about one more? How about an action card? And Spirit said, notice your words. That's a big one. My mother, the mother of all mothers, as I like to refer to her, used to always, remind me to think before I speak. And perhaps it was because of the Italian blood in our family that a lot of words would just come out, especially in the heat of a moment or anger or frustration or whatever, and just it's word vomit coming out, right? So that is not truly consciously speaking or noticing your words. That's being in a triggered situation. And what Spirit is inviting you, and this goes back to that Be Here Now card, of noticing exactly where your words are and how you describe things, or how you're sharing your story with others, or how you're speaking these words to yourself, the inner dialogue. Notice those words that you're using in your inner dialogue and see if there's still a fit for you. go ahead and just really listen to what you're saying or how you're telling the story about your past. I keep hearing the word, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to say it out loud. I keep hearing trauma, drama. And there is a lot of trauma that we experience. And having the wisdom to know when you are being triggered and being thrown back into an old paradigm that doesn't fit you anymore, and notice the drama that it creates around the trauma. Oftentimes there's a lot of, it goes hand in hand. So I'm asking for a little bit more clarification. And spirit says do what you can to kind of pull yourself out from that immediate trauma. Now obviously if you're having a serious issue, and I mean, I've had some amazing therapists in my life and wonderful spiritual teachers to have helped me through so many different traumatic events. So firstly, I encourage you to strengthen your support, and I am delighted to be a part of your support system. And if you're able to, working with someone else one-on-one to perhaps pull out of this trauma or drama or that emotion that's getting triggered by these things crumbling. Spirit says, as these walls crumble, it can trigger old wounds. And that's the drama that will get caught up. So if you're caught up in the old wound, it's not happening in a present situation because you've already decided. I'm taking a different road. I'm wandering. I'm moving forward on my path. So Spirit is saying some stuff might get kicked up. So work with someone. Try and pull yourself out. I'm hearing hear the hawk, listen to the hawk message. So hawk medicine is all about rising above, getting your perspective from a higher vantage point. And notice your words. Notice what you are contributing to your trauma, drama that's happening, if it's being triggered. Or notice how oh, this is me. Spirit saying, this one's for you, Linda. Spirit saying, notice your cranky pants. Notice when you get a little cranky when you're not fed, or if you're been cold, or if you're whatever. Notice what your self-care is like and how your crankiness is. And you might need to get rid of some of these old self-care ways that no longer serve you. And I'm hearing this can involve drugs, alcohol, whatever kind of drug that means for you, or whatever. Alcohol is also a drug, nicotine, I'm hearing all of these things that just no longer serve you. Sugar, I'm hearing sugar. Oh, I hear all of that stuff, of course. But notice what doesn't serve you anymore, and be prepared to land on your feet. Set yourself up a good landing zone. Oh gosh, okay, I'm listening one more time. See, I'm checking in. Anything else, Spirit, that I need to say? Spirit's like, no, they get it. Okay, it's part of the wandering path today. Well, notice your words. Pay attention to the words that you use and write them down. I think that's a really excellent technique to notice when we are getting in repetitive behaviors. Okay, wrap it up, Spirit. Okay. Sorry, rambled on a little bit today, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. I hope you know how much I love you and how grateful I am that you stopped by to see me today. And I look forward to seeing you next time. And go easy on yourself and just pay attention to these things that just aren't serving you anymore, so that you can find your path that suits you, that nurtures you and allows for your spiritual growth, and to be reminded of how awesome you are. Celebrate all the steps along the way. You're doing a great job. I'm very proud of you. I love you, and I'm going to see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.